Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the performance of the Teq Whis unit and how he does in Dokkan Battle after his Extreme Z awakening. So Whis has attack and defense of 120% when attacking. The attacked enemy is debuffed by their attack and defense by 20%, and he has a great chance of stunning the enemy as well. He will have an additional attack and defense of 60% per Realm of the Gods category ally that is attacking in the same turn, as well as having an additional attack and defense of 60% for every Bond of Master and Disciple unit attacking in the same turn as well. So Whis looks pretty decent. Link-wise, he has Godly Power, Connoisseur, Shocking Speed, Shattering the Limit, Cold Judgment as his primary links, and Gentleman. And he's only on 4 categories, being Bond of Master and Disciple, Realm of the Gods, Space Traveling Warriors, and yeah, pretty much just a really solid unit. We're going to be taking a look at him at 55%. I do have him with all his powers open, so we will be able to take a look at him overall. This Whis is a little bit different to some of the other ones. The other Whis units are more support based units, whereas this Whis, he is primarily an offensive based unit, so it's a little bit interesting for him there. I think overall he looks pretty decent. You can see here 110,000. This doesn't look like a lot, but this isn't the ideal situation for him. We are missing one Bond Master and Disciple unit. We don't have a lot of links active, and yeah, basically just not the most ideal situation. Of course, still at 55%, he will basically double that defense, so he gains 120% when attacking. So he will pretty much double that defense, which is pretty decent if you ask me. At least overall I think it's quite solid. Obviously the big thing is he does have a chance of stunning, and he does have the ability to debuff the opposition. Both of these abilities are useful in Super Battle Road, which is quite helpful overall for the majority of the team. But yeah, I think in general, one thing to consider, at least with Whis, is definitely that like you want to build him into crit, that or evasion. He doesn't have evasion, but he doesn't really have anything baked into his kit. So he doesn't have crit in his kit, he doesn't have additionals in his kit, he doesn't have evasion in his kit. So for me personally, I would probably just build him crit, because I think he can hit some pretty decent attack stats. We're going to finally see him launch one here, up to 130k in terms of defense, which is quite solid now. He does have support on the rotation, but no links yet, because obviously he can't link with the Whis. But 130k, 3 million, pretty decent looking stuff here. Does get quite sizable support from the Whis, but looking not too bad here. I think they're looking really solid, and I think in general some pretty nice stuff from the Whis units. Next turn we'll be able to see just how well he looks with a couple links active, which I think will be a very important part for him. But yeah, overall Whis looking really solid in general. Not crazy, but solid. I think he looks good. Obviously a lot of people weren't excited. I think a lot of people aren't happy about these EZAs, but personally I find Whis to look really good. The Whis look pretty decent. This Teq Whis looks pretty decent. I think they're fine. As floating units, I think they're more than fine. I think they provide a lot to the team, and I think overall they're pretty good, at least from my perspective. So here we go, we got Whis on this rotation. Now we have a couple links active, which is really good stuff. 212k defense. His defense will shoot up to around 300k or so when he fires a super attack, because of how everything works, which is pretty good stuff from him. So Whis looking really solid. Yeah, obviously a lot of support on this rotation, like a lot of support, but still looking pretty decent. We do have Cold Judgment active as well. 4.8 million, very good. This is definitely his best rotation though, by a country mile. So take this result with a pinch of salt. But yeah, in general he can look really solid. And I think he has his place on a SBR team or an ESBR team. I think he looks pretty decent, and I think overall you can kind of expect him to do a pretty solid job. Only difference between him and Teq Whis is Teq Whis has that evasion, which I think a lot of players are going to like, because it is going to help the teams with their synergy, and well, sorry, the support helps with the synergy, but the evasion means that he has some relevance in super high content, which maybe the Teq Whis lacks a little bit. But I think both of them look really good. I like them both a lot. I would float both of them, but for different reasons. One's a floating damage dealer, and one's a floating support. But yeah, that's it in terms of the Whis. We'll take a look at his links now, but there's nothing really too important to take a look at. So if you take a look at his links, there's nothing too wild to see here. Most of it is pretty straightforward. Shattering the Limit or Shocking Speed are his major key links, so you're going to want to focus on those. And obviously, if possible, you're going to want to grab Cold Judgment, because it's such an important, crucial defensive link for him. Everything else beyond there is Godly Power or Connoisseur. Connoisseur is great, it allows him to link with Beerus units, whereas Godly Power is something a lot more common across the Realm of the Gods category. So yeah, overall looking pretty decent. I would say his link set's okay. He obviously links very well with Beerus units, that's his main niche. So if you expect him to do something different, I can't really help you. Vardos, Margarita, all of those units are obviously great linking partners for him. I think they're all okay. They're great for ESBR and SBR, but they're maybe not at a red zone level. Whereas Whis could potentially be there if he got a really good linking partner. He links pretty well with Jiren as well, which is a surprising alternative. Please remember he can't link with himself, which is a bigger shame, because I think that would actually be a lot of fun. But that's going to be it pretty much from me. I think we've covered everything we need to know about Whis. We will do a video with him at 100%, just because it's a lot of fun. But I'll take both Whis into the Realm of the Gods ESBR, and we can get a look at them there, or maybe even in Red Zone. Just depends on how I feel about it. But yeah, overall, I'd love to hear what you guys think. I think Whis, both of them are in a pretty decent position. And yeah, I think in general, I'm pretty happy with how they did their Easy A's. So from me, I think I'm going to give this one like a 7 out of 10. I think it's a pretty good Easy A. I think it's solid. I think you get enough out of it. And I think Whis looks good. But yeah, I think that's basically going to cover everything that we need to see. If there's anything else you guys think I should mention, or if there's anything you'd like to mention, obviously you can kind of put it in the comments down below. Yeah, I think Gentleman, just as a parting comment, is kind of hard to activate for Whis. So although it's a strong link, I never really take preference to it. But yeah, but anyway, that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe, and as always, see you guys next time. Bye.